guys, and welcome to How's It Rate. My name's Chico and I'll be your host today. Today I've got a big, beautiful Florida mango. You look at the size of that thing. I just weighed it. 1 pound, 15.2 ounces. It's almost 2 pounds. I mean, this thing is unbelievable. I got a close-up of it, which I'll put up on the scale so you can see it for yourself. But this thing is gorgeous. I can't wait to taste it. I've had them before, and they're absolutely delicious. So for those of you that have never had one or cut one, you're going to need a sharp knife, and if it's juicy as this baby's going to be, a towel. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the stem end up. At least I do. I find it easier that way. You take a sharp knife and you kind of give it the old eyeball here, and you're going to notice that it's kind of got a flat way to it. You see, this way here it's narrower, and that way it's fatter. Well, you want to point it so that the narrow is running this way. And then you take your knife and you go on top to the right of the stem as close as you can. You cut in, and you're going to feel some resistance. That's the seed. So what you do is you kind of cut outward a little bit, but always staying against that seed, right down to the tip, and there it is. The seed runs flat this way. So you can see I've got the flesh off, and right next to as close as I could to the seed. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Okay, you'll feel the seed, just angle the knife away, but then start to come back in, and bingo. So as you can see, I've got a lot of flesh, and there's the mango pit right in the center. And what I'm going to do is take the knife now and just go. There's slipperier than snot on the doorknob, I'll tell you. So you know, you're going to be chasing this thing around the cutting board. So there's more flesh, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and we've got all the flesh. Alright, and there's our pit. Now, this stuff on the pit, man, is this sweet. Just kind of clean it right up. Use your teeth. No waste at all. And we're going to set this aside because we're going to see if this is a pit that we can grow. So these edges parts that I cut off, sometimes there's a little bit of the pit that stays on there. No big deal. Just trim it off. Won't hurt anybody. Okay? And you should be able to just pull the skin right off. There it is. Okay? You cut it up into little pieces. Alright? And I do the same with the other part. Just gently pull the skin off. These things are real juicy. And I'm telling you, they're slipperier than greased lard. Whoop, there it goes. Like holding on to a fish. But the skin comes right off. And then we'll cut that up, set it aside. Now I'll show you how to do this piece. Basically the same thing. Okay, just going to cut it like that. I'm going to grab the peel if I can, carefully. Now sometimes you see what happens here? It's so ripe that the flesh is coming with the peel. So you can just use a knife to separate it a little more, and then continue on, and you should be able to get that peel right off. Slippery little suckers. And then I cut it up like that, and we're going to eat it. I can't describe the flavor. It's very sweet, but it's got a hint of almost sour, not quite, and a little bit of a peppery taste. It's a very unique flavor. Absolutely delicious. 5 without a doubt. If you're in Florida, and you can pick one of these up or have a friend ship you some or something. But these things are absolutely delicious. They're huge, and I can't talk enough about how nice the flavor is and how healthy they are for you. I'm going to take another bite. You don't even have to chew it. It's comparable texture to a very ripe cantaloupe, but the flavor is completely different. Very juicy. You can juice these. You can use the fruit cut up for making nice sauces for fish and other types of the meals that you may cook. It reduces nicely, and it handles other spices very well. Can't recommend it enough. So, enough being said about the mango. Obviously, it's got a 5. Now, on the pit. If you notice on the pit, on the one end, there's going to be like a little indentation here. And what you can do, if you can hold on to it, is you stick your fingernails in there and you try and pry it apart. Some people use a knife to do this. I don't like to, because you can damage the seed that's inside. Now, this one's going to give me a hard time, so bear with me. But you can feel the two parts of the shell where they come together. And what I'm going to try and do, no, I'm going to have to use the back of the knife, I think. So what I'm going to do is just stick that in there and pry it a little bit, just so I can get my hand in there. And some of these have a nice pod inside that you can plant, and some of them don't. We'll see how this one is. Oop. Tried to get away. Messy job. If it wasn't so slippery, so you can probably scrape some of this slippery stuff off. Alright, this one's a dud. But inside, you can see that there's a shell here, and inside there's the actual embryo of the seed. And this one is not very pretty at all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one that I pulled out. You saw the technique, and I'm going to show you one that I pulled out yesterday that had a really nice seed inside, and I'm going to plant it and grow my mango tree. So hold on, I'll go get it so I can show it to you. I wanted to get a shot of the mango on the scale so you guys could see the weight of this thing. Just take a peek at that. 1 pound, 15.2 ounces. I mean, look at that beauty. This is a Florida mango. Gorgeous. Alrighty, back, and just wanted to show you the seeds. Actually, I had a whole bunch of them in here. There's like 1, 2, 3, there's like 5 or 6 of them in there. And this is what they normally look like inside that shell when you pry it apart. Okay, this one is about a week old, and all I do is I put them in a Tupperware bowl like this, something that'll hold a little water. Okay, I put the seeds in there, place the lid on top without sealing it, and just put it in a warm place. Doesn't matter if it's sunny or not, but just a warm place. And what happens is that you'll notice that this will start to turn green, and then right here a root starts to grow. And if you look on the other side of the root, right here is actually the plant that's getting ready to pop. So very easy to grow. Again, the hard part is getting it out of the shell. You have to be careful not to damage this part of it, the inside. And again, a little bit of water. Just put it in here along with the other ones. Little cover on top, loosely. You don't want it tight. And just let it set. Keep an eye on it. And every day or every other day, change the water so that they don't get moldy. We'll keep an eye on this. And what I'll do, that one's going to be ready to plant. So I think what we'll do tomorrow is we'll do another video, and I'll show you how to put this in a pot and then we'll do some videos of it growing. How's that sound? Okay. And as you can see, I got more than one. I got a ton. This one here is a newer one. I just put this in maybe 2-3 days ago, and it's already starting to do its thing. So, we'll set that aside, and we'll grow a mango tree. Now, again, I just want to show you one more time. This is the fruit, right? You can use a knife if you want to start off peeling the skin. Normally, I don't have to. If they're ripe, perfectly ripe, they're just going to come apart just like that. Okay, that's that. Cut it up with a knife. Remember, the little devils are slippery, they'll run away from you. Delicious. I hope you enjoyed the video, folks. This one here, we're going to get a couple other videos out of it, because we're going to plant that mango seed and watch it grow. And you don't have to be in Florida to do this. You can do this anywhere. Just got to keep it in a warm spot. Bring it outside in a big pot in the summer. Bring it back in the fall, and it makes a great plant. So, we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.